guys, welcome to That Movie Guide. My name is Matt, and today we're going to be talking about the movie Trivia Schmoedown. And to be more specific, we're going to be talking about Real Rejects versus Double Toasted, which their match took place yesterday by this recording. And, you know, I've always loved the Real Rejects. I'm not 100% sure who Double Toasted was originally. Now I know they're an iconic group as far as, like, the internet goes with movie-related things. And I'm sorry about the lighting. I want to apologize right now. I promise it's going to get better. It's just, I don't know, what can you do? I'm going to add flashy things as it goes on, so maybe that will make it more watchable. So, you know, of course, with the Real Rejects, they always get so close, and, you know, they barely lose. But in this match, Greg looks pretty strong, which is a little surprising for some people compared to John, because John was so good in the free-for-all. And at the end of round one, Real Rejects had a 9-8 lead. And round two really proved for both teams to be real strong, especially Double Toasted. But with the Real Rejects on their first spin, they get Christopher Nolan, which, you know, they take because, you know, they probably know a lot about Nolan, and they do, because they get 5, I believe, out of 6 questions correct. One of them was a multiple choice. The one they got wrong was also a multiple choice, but Double Toasted didn't steal it, because they didn't know either. So yeah, they get 5 questions right. You know, one was multiple choice, which gives them a 18-8 lead at this point. So Double Toasted gets the spin, and they get Horror and Thriller as the first one, which they don't want. They decide to spin again, because they're probably not great at it, and also Real Rejects have shown that's what they want, because that's a strong category for them. But on the second one, they get 80 films. They get 80s films, and you know, this proves they are very strong. They get 5 questions right, but 2 are multiple choice. They did miss one. Real Rejects couldn't steal it. But they proved they're really strong, and they came back being down, you know, 18-8 to being down 18-16. So that's your score at the end of round 2. Real Rejects are still leading. Real Rejects, you know, go in with the advantage, but this is where Double Toasted really gets, you know, the advantage, because, you know, with their 2-point question, it was under drama. Martin was the one who answered a 2-point question, and he answered it incorrectly. So they get that wrong. The Double Toasted's 3-point question is under the category of crime, which Corey got, and he answers correctly. I can't remember what the exact question was, but he did get that right, which gives him a 19-18 lead. Real Rejects' 2-pointer was scores and soundtracks, and John answers it, and he gets it correct, which gives him a 20-19 lead. So this is going back and forth. It's like a great boxing match at this point. And it becomes a really great game at this point. So Double Toasted gets their 5-pointer. It's Pixar, Radiator Springs, because it was the town that Mater and them live in. Double Toasted gets that right. It gives them a 24-20 lead. So, obviously a very good score for Double Toasted coming in their first game, win or lose. Then Real Rejects gets a 3-point question. War is the category it's under. Greg answers it and gets it correct, which makes this a 24-23 point game. Then Real Rejects gets 90s as their 5-point question. And right there I thought, they got this. It's easy. They're going to get it. And they get it incorrect. They miss the point. So this gives Real Rejects the loss. And they're so close. And just like every game, they're always a hair behind. And they lose the game. Double Toasted looks great. Like I said, I didn't know who they were too much. Now I know who they are. They had a great game all around. You know, Real Rejects, even with that loss, played really well too. And the post-game interviews are always great. And one thing I actually loved before we get to the post-game is on the 5-pointer, which I believe the question was, what state does the clay pigeon take place in? I believe. I could be getting that wrong, but I know it involves a state. And they use their JT rule, which is you can only ask for a repeat on the question 3 times. They use it all 3 times on the 5-pointer. It was really funny. Everybody was loving it. they just have so much fun. Even when they lose, it's always fun for them, and it shows, and it makes it fun for the audience to see. Of course, post-game interview was great. Double Toasted, acting cocky as usual, and then they go into their more, we're humbled that, we got to be here. This was a great, opportunity for us to be a part of it, because I believe they're in Austin, Texas. I believe that's where they're from. So, at first they act like total, clowns, and maybe not clowns is the best word, but they act like, cocky people. And then they go humble, and I love this team. I hope they do come back sometime. It won't be for a while, but I hope they do come back soon, because this is going to be more of a Chris Stuckman situation with them. And then Real Rejects, they're humbled, of course. They're like, it's about the journey. That's what the whole Young Bucks are like. So, that's what we get. And it was a great game all around. Like I said, I'm just going to be covering these games. The link for the actual match will be down below. Obviously, every single match, every single video on this is going to be more of a spoiler, obviously, as you all saw. So, if you like this format, let me know. Give this a thumbs up, comment below. What did you think of the match all around? Is there any suggestions you would like me to do with this? Because this is my first time doing a video about the Real Rejects. I promise my lighting will get better. I just gotta progress to that point. My lamp that's right over there that usually provided decent lighting does not work anymore. So I gotta, top that up. Comment below, let me know, like I said, what you thought of the match. What matches are you excited about? I know John steps right back into the spotlight on Friday's match. I forget who he plays, but I'll be covering that match. Also, subscribe if you're new. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Matt. Have a great day, Schmoville.